What if I told you that erectile dysfunction isn't a sign of aging, but a signal? Not a sentence, but a message your body is trying to send you. One that most doctors overlook. One that no prescription pill can truly fix. Because beneath the silence of this struggle lies a deeper truth. Your body still wants to thrive. It still remembers how to perform, how to desire, how to respond. It just needs the right support, not from pills, but from nutrients your system has been quietly missing. You see, your sexual health is not separate from your total health. If your blood isn't flowing well, if your hormones are off, if your nerves are dull, performance becomes the first thing to fade. But the good news is, you can fight back, naturally. In this video, I'll walk you through the 7 most powerful nutrients that help senior men regain vitality, restore performance, and prevent ED, with nothing but food, sunlight, and smart choices. Let's begin. Your health is still listening. Now it's time to answer. Most people think erectile dysfunction in seniors is just about age, that after a certain number of birthdays, desire naturally fades, that losing strength, sensation, and intimacy is just the way it is. But what if I told you that this belief isn't just wrong, it's dangerous? Here's the truth. Erectile dysfunction is not inevitable. It's informational. It's your body's way of saying, something isn't right. Please take care of me. Please listen. And if you've been silently struggling with changes in performance, confidence, or connection, let me tell you something no one else is telling you. It's not your fault. It's not weakness. And it's not the end. It's a beginning, an invitation to rebalance, restore, and rebuild. But to do that, you have to understand what's really going on. Let's break the silence. Erectile dysfunction is rarely about just one thing. In men over 60, it's often a symptom of deeper imbalances. Circulation that's become sluggish, hormones that are quietly declining, nutritional gaps that slow the nervous system, chronic inflammation that's been building for years. You might be surprised to know that over 50% of men between 40 and 70 experience some level of ED. But here's the problem. Most of them never talk about it. And when they do, they're handed a pill, not a plan. A pill doesn't rebuild blood vessels. It doesn't restore hormonal pathways, and it doesn't nourish your nervous system. But the right nutrients, they do exactly that, day after day, gently and powerfully. The real risks of ignoring ED. Many seniors dismiss ED as just an annoyance or an ego issue. But the truth is, ED is often the first visible sign of cardiovascular disease. Why? Because the blood vessels in the penis are among the smallest and most sensitive in the entire body. When they start to struggle, it usually means larger vessels, like those in the heart or brain, could be next. That's why researchers call ED in older adults a canary in the coal mine for your vascular system. It's an early warning. And responding to that warning with nutritional support can change everything. Not just in the bedroom, but in your overall health, energy, and longevity. Why food first? Now you might be wondering, if this is so important, why don't doctors focus on it? The answer is complex. Nutritional education in conventional medicine is limited, and prescription solutions are faster, easier, and, frankly, more profitable. But your body wasn't designed for pills. It was designed to thrive on nutrients, from real food, real movement, and real care. When you feed your body what it needs, especially in your later years, the results are often shockingly powerful. Better energy, better sleep, clearer thoughts, sharper reactions, and yes, better performance and connection. Your healing starts in the kitchen. So in this video, we're going to explore 7 powerhouse nutrients that can improve blood flow naturally, reduce chronic inflammation, boost testosterone gently, restore nerve sensitivity, and protect your heart, brain, and reproductive system, all at once. And here's the best part. most of them are already in your kitchen, or just a short grocery trip away. This is not about exotic herbs or experimental hacks. This is about going back to what works, biologically, chemically, spiritually, because the male body doesn't give up, it adapts, and when you give it the right tools, it remembers how to thrive. The emotional side. No one talks about. We also have to talk about the emotional cost of ED. For many men, the loss of performance feels like a loss of identity, like a slow erosion of confidence, masculinity, even purpose. But that feeling, as real as it is, doesn't have to be permanent. Because you're not broken, you're just under-supported. When you begin to take back control through daily choices, nourishment, and knowledge, you'll feel that spark return, not just in your body, but in your relationships, in your courage, in your life. What's coming next? In the next section, we'll begin with nutrient number 1, the most overlooked foundational support for vascular health and testosterone balance. But before we go there, I want to ask you something. Have you felt a difference in your body that no one explained properly? Have you been wondering if there's a natural way to support yourself without dependency on pills? Have you silently wished someone would connect the dots, honestly, respectfully, and practically? If so, this is that space. This is that message. And if this video is helping you already, leave a comment below. Even just one word. Listening. Because by doing that, you're not just showing up for yourself. You're helping other men find the courage to do the same. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want more weekly insights designed specifically for seniors who believe in living with strength, clarity, and dignity. Complete script. Top 7. Vitamins and minerals to combat erectile dysfunction nutrient. Number 1. Vitamin D, the forgotten hormone of vitality. As we age, our bodies undergo changes that can affect our intimacy in unexpected ways. One of the most overlooked causes of these challenges is something as simple as vitamin D deficiency. Many men don't realize that this isn't just a vitamin for bones. It's actually a powerful hormone that directly influences our sexual health. Recent studies have revealed a surprising connection. Vitamin D is essential for testosterone production, the hormone that governs not only sexual desire, but also the quality of erections. Researchers from the University of Graz found that men with adequate vitamin D levels had, on average, 33% more circulating testosterone than those with deficiency. This isn't coincidence, it's pure biochemistry. But vitamin D's role goes far beyond hormones. It also directly influences the health of blood vessels that are fundamental to erectile function. When vitamin D levels are low, arteries lose some of their elasticity and ability to dilate, hindering the blood flow necessary for a firm, sustained erection. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men with erectile dysfunction had significantly lower vitamin D levels than those without this condition. Even more impressive, those who increased their vitamin D levels reported notable improvements in their sexual function in just 3 months. Unfortunately, about 70% of men over 60 have some degree of vitamin D deficiency, especially during the winter months. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing this vitamin from sunlight precisely when we need it most. How can we ensure adequate levels of this vital nutrient? Start by exposing yourself to morning sunlight for 15 to 20 minutes daily, with arms and legs uncovered when possible. This is the most natural and effective source of vitamin D. For food sources, focus on fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Egg yolks, liver, and UV-exposed mushrooms also contain significant amounts. However, for many men, especially those living in regions with little sunlight or spending most of their time indoors, supplementation becomes essential. Most experts recommend between 1,000 and 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily for adult men, although higher doses may be needed to correct deficiencies. Always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any supplement, especially if you're taking medications. The transformation that occurs when vitamin D levels are restored can be remarkable. Many men report not only improved erectile function, but also greater energy, better mood, and enhanced overall vitality. It's as if the body awakens from a long slumber. If you're already taking vitamin D or planning to start, drop a comment below sharing your experience. And if you're finding this information valuable, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed tips on men's health. Remember, addressing vitamin D deficiency isn't just about sexual health. It's about reclaiming your overall well-being and zest for life. Nutrient number 2, magnesium, the natural relaxant for muscles and desire. When it comes to erectile function, we often focus so much on what needs to be hard that we forget about what needs to be soft. That's right. Proper erections actually require relaxation, specifically of the smooth muscles in the penile arteries that allow them to dilate and fill with blood. This is where magnesium, often called nature's relaxant, plays a crucial and often overlooked role. This mighty mineral acts as a natural calcium blocker in your tissues, helping blood vessels relax and expand, creating the pathway for blood to flow exactly where you want it, when you want it. Studies have found that men with erectile difficulties often have lower magnesium levels than those without. This isn't surprising considering magnesium's vital role in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, many directly related to muscle function, nervous system signaling, and energy production, all essential components of healthy sexual response. But magnesium's benefits extend beyond the physical mechanics. It's also a powerful stress reducer. By helping regulate cortisol levels and promoting GABA production in the brain, magnesium can calm the anxiety that often sabotages performance. As many men know all too well, nothing kills the moment quite like performance anxiety. When your mind is racing with worry, your body simply can't respond as nature intended. Sleep quality, another factor heavily influenced by magnesium, also plays a significant role in sexual health. During deep sleep, testosterone production peaks, and without proper rest, levels of this vital hormone can drop significantly. Many men report that simply improving their sleep through better magnesium intake has remarkable effects on their morning vigor. Unfortunately, magnesium deficiency is alarmingly common among men over 50. Modern farming practices have depleted soil of this mineral, while processed foods, common medications like antacids and proton pump inhibitors, and even daily stress all deplete our magnesium stores. Add to that the fact that absorption naturally decreases with age, and you have a recipe for widespread deficiency. So how can you boost your magnesium levels naturally? Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dark chocolate, and avocados are all excellent sources. For an easy daily habit, try adding a handful of pumpkin seeds to your breakfast or a cup of magnesium-rich spinach to your smoothie. For many men, especially those with digestive issues or taking medications that deplete this mineral, supplements may be necessary. Magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate are among the most bioavailable forms, with doses between 300 and 400 milliliters daily generally considered effective for most men. The difference proper magnesium levels can make is often described as transformative. Many men report not just improved erections, but better sleep, reduced muscle tension, and a greater sense of calm, all contributing to a more satisfying intimate life. If you know someone who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Sometimes the simplest nutritional adjustments can make life-changing differences, and sharing knowledge is one of the most caring things we can do. Nutrient number 3, zinc, the key mineral for natural testosterone. If testosterone is the king of male hormones, then zinc is undoubtedly its crown. This essential mineral plays such a fundamental role in testosterone production that even minor deficiencies can have noticeable effects on your sexual health and performance. After age 60, several factors conspire to lower testosterone levels naturally. Your testes produce less of this vital hormone, while sex hormone-binding globulin increases. leaving less free testosterone available. Add to this the fact that many medications common in older men can further reduce levels, and you have a recipe for declining sexual function. This is where zinc becomes your most powerful ally. Research has consistently shown that zinc acts as a natural aromatase inhibitor, preventing the conversion of testosterone to estrogen, a process that accelerates with age. One study from Wayne State University found that older men who supplemented with zinc for just 6 months showed significant increases in free testosterone levels and improved sexual function. But zinc's benefits extend beyond just hormone production. It's also critical for sperm quality and prostate health, two factors that influence sexual satisfaction even if fertility isn't your primary concern. The prostate gland contains the highest concentration of zinc in the male body, and maintaining adequate levels is essential for its proper function. Zinc also supports immune function and wound healing, both of which decline with age. A strong immune system means more energy and vitality available for all activities, including those in the bedroom. The best food sources of zinc include oysters, by far the richest source, grass-fed beef, pumpkin seeds, crab, lobster, and dark chocolate. Just 6 oysters provide more than the daily recommended amount of zinc, which might explain their long-standing reputation as an aphrodisiac. However, there's an important caution regarding zinc supplementation. More is definitely not better. While mild to moderate supplementation, 15–30 mg daily, can be beneficial for men with deficiencies, excessive amounts can actually suppress immune function and create imbalances with other minerals, particularly copper. For most men, a balanced approach works best. Consuming zinc-rich foods regularly and considering a moderate supplement if you have factors that increase your risk of deficiency, such as digestive disorders, vegetarian diet, or certain medications. The results of optimizing zinc levels can be quite remarkable. Beyond just improved erectile function, many men report enhanced desire, better mood, increased energy, and even changes in body composition with more muscle and less fat, all factors that contribute to a more satisfying sex life and self-image. Nutrient number 4, L-arginine, through seeds and nuts, the pathway to healthy circulation. When it comes to achieving and maintaining firm erections, blood flow is king. And no molecule is more important for healthy circulation than nitric oxide, the body's natural vasodilator that signals blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing blood to flow freely exactly where it's needed most. This is where L-arginine enters the picture. This amino acid serves as the primary building block for nitric oxide production in your body. Without adequate L-arginine, your body simply cannot produce sufficient nitric oxide, leading to compromised blood flow and less than satisfactory erections. What makes L-arginine particularly fascinating is how directly it impacts erectile function. Unlike some nutrients that work through complex hormonal pathways, the mechanism here is refreshingly straightforward. More L-arginine leads to more nitric oxide, which creates wider blood vessels and stronger blood flow to the penis. The evidence supporting L-arginine for erectile health is compelling. A double-blind study published in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy found that 37% of men with erectile dysfunction reported significant improvements after just 6 weeks of L-arginine supplementation. When combined with other circulation-supporting nutrients, the success rate jumped to over 80%. For men over 60, this becomes especially relevant as nitric oxide production naturally declines with age. By age 70, most men produce only about half the nitric oxide they did in their 20s. This decline correlates directly with the increasing prevalence of erectile difficulties as men age. Nature has provided us with several delicious ways to increase L-arginine intake. Walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and pine nuts are all excellent sources. Watermelon deserves special mention as well. It contains citrulline, which your body converts to arginine, often with better absorption than arginine itself. Plant proteins like lentils and chickpeas also provide good amounts of this amino acid. A simple daily habit of enjoying a handful of mixed nuts as a snack can significantly boost your L-arginine levels over time. For those seeking more immediate or pronounced effects, supplements are available typically in doses ranging from 1,500 to 5,000 millicolomers daily. Many men report noticing improvements within 1 to 2 weeks of consistent supplementation, although the full benefits may take a month or more to develop. It's worth noting that L-arginine works synergistically with other nutrients we've discussed. For instance, vitamin D improves the activity of nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme that converts L-arginine to nitric oxide. Similarly, magnesium helps relax blood vessels, enhancing the effects of increased nitric oxide. The benefits extend beyond just sexual function. The same improved circulation that enhances erections also supports heart health, brain function, and even exercise performance. Many men find they not only experience better erections, but also improved stamina, faster recovery from exercise, and even better cognitive clarity. Nutrient number 5, B12, the silent messenger of nerves and male energy. When we talk about erectile function, we often focus on blood flow and hormones, overlooking another critical factor, nerve function. No matter how strong your circulation or how balanced your hormones, if the nerve signals aren't transmitting properly, your body can't respond as nature intended. This is where vitamin B12 emerges as an unsung hero in men's sexual health. This remarkable vitamin is essential for maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective coating around nerves that allows electrical impulses to travel quickly and efficiently throughout your body, including to and from your genital region. As men age, B12 absorption becomes increasingly challenging. After 50, many men develop atrophic gastritis, a condition where the stomach produces less hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor, both essential for B12 absorption. Common medications like metformin, acid reducers, and proton pump inhibitors further compound this problem. The consequences of B12 deficiency on sexual function can be severe, but often develop so gradually they're attributed simply to getting older. Reduced sensitivity, delayed arousal, and difficulty achieving orgasm are all common symptoms of B12-related neuropathy that many men don't connect to nutrition. Beyond nerve function, B12 plays a crucial role in energy production at the cellular level. It's involved in converting food into glucose and metabolizing fats and proteins, all processes that impact your stamina and sexual energy. Chronic fatigue, a common symptom of B12 deficiency, can devastate your sex life even when desire is present. B12 also supports mental health, helping produce brain chemicals that regulate mood and motivation. Depression and anxiety, both linked to B12 deficiency, are among the most common psychological causes of erectile dysfunction. For meat eaters, increasing B12 intake is relatively straightforward. Beef liver, clams, sardines, beef, fortified nutritional yeast, eggs, and dairy products are all excellent sources. Just 3 ounces of beef liver provides more than 3,000% of your daily B12 needs. For vegetarians and vegans, the challenge is greater, as B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products. Fortified plant milks, nutritional yeast, and supplements become essential for maintaining adequate levels. When it comes to supplementation, B12's absorption complexity means that traditional oral supplements may not be sufficient for everyone, particularly older men with absorption issues. Sublingual, under the tongue, forms often provide better absorption, while B12 injections offer the most direct route for those with severe deficiencies. The transformation that occurs when B12 levels are optimized can be remarkable. Many men report not just improved sexual function, but a renaissance of overall energy, mental clarity, and zest for life. One patient described it as feeling like someone turned the lights back on after years of dimming vitality. Nutrient number 6, vitamin K2 plus D3, the essential duo for flow and function. When it comes to maintaining robust erectile function as you age, Preventing arterial calcification becomes just as important as promoting good circulation. This is where the powerful synergy between vitamins K2 and D3 comes into play, a partnership that works behind the scenes to keep your arteries clear, flexible, and primed for optimal blood flow. Vitamin K2 performs a remarkable function in your body that no other nutrient can replicate. It directs calcium to your bones where it belongs and away from your arteries where it can cause stiffening and reduced blood flow. Think of K2 as the traffic cop for calcium, ensuring it goes to the right places and stays out of the wrong ones. This becomes particularly critical for erectile health because the penile arteries are among the smallest in the body, ranging from 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter. Even minor calcification can significantly restrict blood flow to this region, making erections difficult or impossible to achieve and maintain. What makes the K2 and D3 partnership so powerful is how they complement each other. While vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium and is essential for testosterone production, as we discussed earlier, it needs K2 to ensure that calcium is properly utilized. Without adequate K2, the additional calcium absorbed through vitamin D3 could potentially end up in your arteries rather than your bones. Research supports this synergistic relationship. A study published in the International Journal of Endocrinology found that men taking both vitamins showed greater improvements in arterial flexibility and erectile function than those taking either nutrient alone. The best dietary sources of vitamin K2 include fermented foods like natto, fermented soybeans, certain aged cheeses like Gouda, and grass-fed animal products. Natto is by far the richest source, though its strong flavor can be an acquired taste. Sauerkraut, egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens, and organ meats also provide smaller amounts. For many men, especially those already experiencing cardiovascular challenges or erectile difficulties, supplementation provides the most reliable way to ensure adequate K2 intake. When choosing a supplement, look for the MK7 form of K2, which stays active in your bloodstream longer than other forms. An effective dose for most men ranges from 100 to 200 mg of K2, MK7, daily, ideally taken alongside vitamin D3 for maximum benefit. The combination is particularly important if you're already taking calcium supplements or medications that affect calcium metabolism. The benefits of optimizing these nutrients extend well beyond sexual function. The same cardiovascular protection that enhances erectile capacity also reduces risk of heart disease, stroke, and other circulatory problems. Many men report not just improved erections, but also better overall energy, reduced joint pain, and enhanced exercise capacity as their arterial health improves. Nutrient number 7, omega-3. The internal lubricant for love and circulation. The final nutrient in our arsenal against erectile dysfunction might surprise you. While it doesn't generate headlines like testosterone boosters or work as directly as circulation enhancers, omega-3 fatty acids create the fundamental conditions where healthy sexual function can thrive. Think of omega-3s as the internal lubricant for your entire cardiovascular system. These essential fatty acids help maintain the flexibility and responsiveness of blood vessels throughout your body, including those critical to erectile function. They accomplish this primarily by reducing inflammation, the silent saboteur of sexual health that increases with age. Chronic inflammation damages the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of blood vessels responsible for releasing nitric oxide, the molecule that triggers erections. When this lining becomes inflamed, nitric oxide production diminishes, blood vessels become less responsive, and erectile function suffers as a result. A landmark study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine demonstrated that men who consumed the highest levels of omega-3 fatty acids had significantly better erectile function scores compared to those with lower intake. Perhaps more telling, the researchers found that the ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids was an even stronger predictor of sexual health than the absolute amount of omega-3s alone. This highlights a critical issue in modern diets. We consume far too many inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids, found in processed foods, vegetable oils, and grain-fed animal products, and too few anti-inflammatory omega-3s, creating an imbalance that promotes systemic inflammation. Beyond blood vessel health, omega-3s also support production of sex hormones and neurotransmitters that regulate desire and arousal. They contribute to better mood and reduced depression, both factors closely linked to healthy sexual function. Many men report enhanced libido and energy after correcting omega-3 deficiencies, even before noticing changes in erectile capacity. The richest sources of omega-3s are fatty, cold-water fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. Just 2 servings of these fish weekly can significantly improve your omega-3 status. For plant-based options, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts provide ALA, a form of omega-3 that the body partly converts to the more active EPA and DHA forms. For therapeutic effects, many men benefit from supplementation with high-quality fish oil or algae-based omega-3s for vegetarians. An effective dose typically ranges from 1,000 to 2,000 mg combined EPA and DHA daily, though higher amounts may be beneficial under medical supervision for those with significant cardiovascular issues. What makes omega-3s particularly valuable in the context of erectile health is how they enhance the effectiveness of all other interventions. By creating a less inflammatory internal environment, they help maximize the benefits of improved circulation, hormone balance, and nerve function we've discussed with our other key nutrients. Visual summary and practical action plan. Now that we've explored these 7 powerful nutrients for erectile health, let's put it all together with a simple weekly plan that makes incorporating them into your life practical and sustainable. Imagine your body as a finely tuned instrument that still wants to perform beautifully. It just needs the right fuel and care. These nutrients provide exactly that, working in harmony to support every aspect of healthy sexual function. Here's your simple weekly nutrition plan for optimal erectile health. Monday. Start your week with fatty fish like salmon for dinner, providing both omega-3s and vitamin D. Add a side of steamed spinach for magnesium and a glass of pomegranate juice, which studies show enhances nitric oxide production. Tuesday. Enjoy grass-fed beef for zinc and B12, with a sweet potato side dish for potassium and fiber that supports cardiovascular health. Include a mixed green salad with pumpkin seeds for additional magnesium. Wednesday, make this your shellfish day with oysters, the zinc powerhouse, or crab. Pair with sautéed mushrooms that have been exposed to sunlight for natural vitamin D and asparagus, which acts as a natural diuretic supporting vascular health. Thursday, create a nutrient-dense smoothie with berries, spinach, almond butter, and ground flaxseed, delivering magnesium, omega-3s, and circulation-supporting antioxidants. For dinner, include eggs from pasture-raised chickens for B12, D, and K2. Friday, try a circulation-boosting Mediterranean meal of olive oil, tomatoes, and garlic over whole grains, with sardines for omega-3s, vitamin D, and B12. Add a square of dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao, for zinc and flavanols that support nitric oxide production. Saturday, include fermented foods like natto or aged cheese for vitamin K2, along with walnuts and watermelon for L-arginine. A hearty lentil soup provides plant-based protein and B vitamins for energy. Sunday, prepare liver and onions for an unmatched B12 and zinc boost. Or if liver isn't to your taste, a grass-fed steak with egg yolks provides many of the same benefits. Add leafy greens for magnesium and vitamin K. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Even implementing half of these suggestions can create significant improvements over time. Your body is remarkably responsive to proper nutrition at any age. It wants to heal and perform optimally. The nutrients we've discussed don't just work individually, they create a synergistic effect where each enhances the others. Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, K2 directs it to your bones, magnesium balances calcium utilization, B12 supports the nerve signals that trigger arousal, zinc maintains testosterone levels, L-arginine provides the building blocks for nitric oxide, and omega-3s keep your blood vessels responsive to all these signals. Your body still wants to fight for you, and with these nutritional allies, you're giving it the ammunition it needs to win. Final deep message. Plus CTA. As we conclude today's journey through the nutritional foundations of sexual health, I want to leave you with something important to remember. Erectile dysfunction does not define you as a man. What happens or doesn't happen below the belt is simply your body communicating with you, telling you something needs attention. And isn't it empowering to know that you can address many of these issues through something as fundamental as nutrition? The choices you make at your dining table can profoundly impact what happens in your bedroom. Each nutrient-dense meal is an act of self-care, a statement that you value your health, your pleasure, and your intimate connections enough to nourish them properly. Many men find that as they address these nutritional gaps, benefits extend far beyond sexual function. Energy returns, mood improves, sleep deepens, and a general zest for life reemerges. These aren't separate improvements. They're all connected aspects of your vital life force being restored. I encourage you to approach this journey with patience and self-compassion. These changes don't happen overnight, but when they do, they're often sustainable in ways that medications alone are not. Think of this as rebuilding your foundation rather than just patching the roof. If you found value in today's video, please hit that like button. It helps others find this information who might be suffering silently with the same concerns. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based approaches to men's health that respect your intelligence and your time. Drop a comment below sharing which of these nutrients you plan to focus on first, or any questions you might have. Our community is supportive and understanding because we're all on similar journeys. And if this information helped you, please consider hitting the thanks button or sharing this video with someone who might benefit. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is break the silence around these important topics. Remember, your sexual health is a vital component of your overall well-being, worthy of attention, care, and respect. Here's to your health, your confidence, and your vitality, at any age. Until next time, this is Vital Core 60, supporting your journey to optimal health and vitality.